Hello, I'm Robin Davis, and this is the Friday Fixture. Sadly, Naz is not with us today, but we do have two special guests. We have Matt Wolfe and Joe Dainty in the studio. Matt Wolfe's obviously a big Derby fan. Dainty, you are a big Nottingham Forest fan. Are you guys going to be okay together? Do I have to separate the two of you?
Yeah. We've built a lot of bridges throughout the year.
We have. It's because of this podcast, to be honest.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what started off.
Well, we do have quite a lot to get through this week, but I thought we would start with the World Cup qualies that happened during the week. And the big story, I don't know if you saw the social post that we put out of our esteemed colleague Ludo.
Token Italian.
Exactly, yeah. Doing her impassioned speech to her beloved Italian side, who sadly were knocked out by Bosnia on penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, what are your thoughts on the game?
Well, I'm sure Ludo will be switching sides quicker than a soldier in 1944. She came and she's pretty declaratively said they were going to the World Cup, and I'm quite happy, to be honest.
I take some satisfaction. I felt bad for her, but also no.
Fair enough.
No love lost from me.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to talk as well because they did actually win 6 out of their 8 qualifying matches going into these two knockout games last week and obviously on Saturday. It is kind of crazy that they won 6 and didn't qualify, right? Would you agree?
Yeah, I thought they were crap. And you got to look at the team. I don't know who they played, but I can't imagine if Bosnia was their toughest test, and then I can see why they've gone out.
Well, the game itself, obviously, there was a great goal from Tonali on Thursday, which actually qualified them for the final, but it wasn't to be. I think as well, I was going to ask you both, when you've got a player like Moise Keane being your star striker, it's not really going to work out very well, is it?
Yeah, not at all.
Well, to be fair, Forest had Chris Wood, and he was
true. Yeah, there you go. Anything can happen.
But yeah, obviously the game against Bosnia, that they obviously beat Wales in their semi-final on Thursday last week. Wales obviously maybe can count themselves a little bit unlucky that they haven't qualified for the World Cup if they hadn't obviously lost on penalties. What do you think?
Well, yeah, it's a shootout, isn't it? It's 50-50 when you get into that situation, and again, I'm pretty happy they're not going to be there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Matt, as well, because you're obviously a big Derby fan. You know Harry Wilson quite well from...
That's the only sad thing, because he's an unbelievable player, but Bale had to bear that burden for many years, and I guess now it's just resting on his shoulders.
Did Dan James ever play for Nottingham Forest? Or
no, he played for...
Sorry, your chair's been a weird noise.
He was
Honestly, it was the chair. It was at Leeds. He was at Leeds. He was at Swansea. You know what? I've met him.
Have you?
Yeah. I met him when he played for Swansea, and someone came up to him and was like, "You're going to be a star someday, Dan James."
Was it you? It wasn't you, was it?
Yeah, it was me. Got a picture of him.
Nice.
Yeah. That's the last I ever saw him. That's the end of that story.
One and only time you ever interacted with the... Maybe that's why they're not... Yeah.
I got a picture of Ryan Yates as well.
Have you? Oh, tell us more.
Is he Welsh?
No. He's at the City Ground.
Joe, tell us more about players you've interacted with, please.
I've interacted... So this is many...
Here we go.
Many years ago. My dad had a thing in the Legends Lounge with his mate. And his mate is
a corporate jolly.
Yeah, his mate's one of the sponsors or something for the thing.
Okay.
But anyway, I went to the game with my mate, and after the game, my dad rang me and was like, just we can just get you in, come have a bit of food. What Daryl Murphy, you remember Daryl Murphy?
Yeah,
he was man of the match of that game. He was coming in. They had some of the older players. Brilliant. Okay, so come down, and then outside, all the players are walking through, and we're sat inside. Me and my mate go, oh, look, all the players are outside. So we go outside, and I got a picture with every single one of them. So I got a picture of Matty Cash, Ben Osborne.
Yeah.
So I got some good ones in there.
Matty
but
Cash played for Nottingham Forest.
Matty Cash came through the academy.
Yeah.
He's been there.
I did not
Sold him to
know
Villa,
that.
15 mil.
Nottingham born and bred, isn't he?
He's from he moved to Nottingham when he was 8.
Yeah.
I think he's from Slough or somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, got a picture of loads of players. But the other day I was looking through the pictures, and I literally was like, God, don't know who half these nobody's had a loan for a year and went. Yeah. But
at the time you were well excited.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
I was probably it was yesterday.
17.
I think I was about 14 or something.
Fair enough. We'll move on then, because I didn't think there was much to talk about from that Italian game. But because we've spoken enough about the Italy-Bosnia game. Friendlies wise, I thought, clearly Matt is wearing his England shirt, as we can see on the record, if you're watching on the YouTube version. Is that the 2000 shirt as well, with Heskey on the back?
I've got Heskey.
Yes, Heskey, excellent, that's good.
Remember the KSI...
Heskey 9 as well, which I think he only wore a couple of times because he was usually...
Rare shirt. I like the long sleeve ones. Remember the KSI Heskey song?
Yeah.
Can you sing it?
I think that has things you can't say anymore.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, fair enough.
But in terms of the game itself, and we'll get on to World Cup memories later, Joe, thanks for that.
Joe, yeah.
England were pretty village in that game, weren't they? Like they played like a village sort of Sunday League team.
It was a mismatched team, though, to be fair.
Because we were obviously in the pub watching the England-Uruguay game on Friday, Joe. It was a terrible game, wasn't it?
It wasn't great.
It was just dull throughout, wasn't it? Also, was it a penalty, do you think, to Uruguay right at the end?
Never for
No,
me.
I don't think so.
Yeah, anything else on that?
I just don't think it was.
No, it's just two players coming together. It was very soft, and I was shocked when the referee did.
Yeah.
But that's the game, and I think the officials in the World Cup will be strict on stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think England need to be careful, because if you look at that Japan game, the only real chances they had were set pieces.
We've had some dodgy penalties given for us at international tournaments, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like the one in was it the Euros in the Netherlands game?
Yeah.
The one on Kane, I thought that was a bit soft. And
Yeah.
even the one like ages ago was at the Euros before in the Denmark semi-final when Sterling went over.
Yeah, I'll
that
bet
was always
again.
another luck. But yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you both as well. Neither you didn't go to the game, did you, Matt? On
No,
Friday?
I didn't go, no.
But I was going to ask you. Obviously, Ben White got booed after he scored, and I think when he came on as well. What do you guys think
I'd booed as
to
well,
that? Okay, you'd boo him if you were in the stadium, would you?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I wouldn't have celebrated the goal.
What? It's in protest.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you can't talk about your country like that. And I guess his issues were with the last setup, weren't they? But
What did he actually say? If you remind our listeners,
he
what's
said
the
he didn't
story
care to play
behind
for
this?
England, didn't he?
Yeah. But he doesn't like the sport, apparently,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
he
Just
hates
like football.
Yeah, he just is quite good.
Yeah. I don't think he'll come to the World Cup.
But if he plays for England, does well, and helps us win the World Cup, you're not going to boo him then, are you?
But I don't think he'll cut. I feel like he might not get picked
I
for
probably
the World Cup.
Who's that Forest lad who made his debut for England ages ago? The fullback, and he scored on his debut. There's a lad for Forest.
Fullback.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But
But I didn't
how long
celebrate,
ago was that?
Like last year, earlier this year, last year.
Fullback. The only Forest players that have played in the last
Gibbs
sort of,
White.
Gibbs White and Anderson.
Well, maybe I've made that up. Cut that out then. But I
There's a
didn't
lot
say-
to be cutting
I didn't
out
say-
to do.
Oh, no, it was Jed Spence.
Oh, he
Jed
did.
Spence.
He played for
and he
played for
scored.
Forest.
yeah.
I didn't celebrate that.
No, it's fair. That's
Okay.
fair.
And in terms of the England-Japan game as well, I thought it was a strange game because England were trying this weird false nine stuff where
It wasn't the usual.
Foden was
yeah.
playing up front, and obviously we, with no Kane, no Party kind of vibes, wasn't it, again, for England? Did you also get the vibe that none of those players, Matt, wanted to really be there? Would you agree with that?
I think this like international break comes at a weird time, doesn't it? Like none of the Arsenal players want to be there, none of the City players probably want to be there.
Games don't matter, either, do they? They're
Yeah,
friendlies.
they don't matter. They probably just want to rest. They don't want to get injured. You've got cup finals coming up at the
Yeah.
end of the year. You've got the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And like players who are in mid-table clubs probably just want to be on holiday.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was going to say as well, Joe, Cole Palmer lost possession obviously for that brilliant goal from Japan, and Matoma's finish was lovely. Nice build-up play, cutting it back to him. He's a special player on his day, but just firstly on Cole Palmer before I get to Matoma. What the hell's happened to him? Like, he seems like a completely different player these days.
I feel like I should flip that question round to you, to be honest.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, you can ask it from an England perspective, and I'll talk about Chelsea.
I think with Palmer, I mean, you look back to the Palmer in England shirt. I can think of the most memorable moments were the last Euros when he was sort of coming off the bench and making a big impact, and that's when he was sort of at his peak. Since then, I guess he's not really done that much in an England shirt, and obviously he's not been very good for Chelsea. Not been as good for Chelsea this season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I still think he should. We're still looking ahead a few months. I still think he should come to
Yeah, for sure.
to the World Cup. But yeah.
He hasn't played a lot of football.
He hasn't
Been
played
injured.
lots of football, yeah.
Yeah,
so-
what about you, for you, Wolfie?
Yeah, I think he's good. I thought he was okay in the first game. It's just when you haven't played football for a long time, you're playing with players you don't play with week in, week out in a system that you're not used to.
And it's not
Yeah,
even
and
like
he probably doesn't care.
he was messing around with the team in both games. So it's like
Yeah.
that Uruguay lineup was bizarre.
Yeah, and that
yeah.
goal, the Japan goal was actually, I just thought it was just lazy from everyone on the
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah, you can tell it can't be
Konza was
arsed.
caught out of position.
Yeah.
The ball lead was awful. Anderson was walking back.
Anderson was okay.
Yeah. So I just think
Fair
it was
enough.
a throwaway game. I don't think they'll care.
No, I don't think anyone cares.
Yeah.
Well, you say that, but Japan do care, and obviously they played really well in this game. Shout out to, like I was saying, to Matoma. Do you think he'll be at Brighton next season? Because he looked fantastic in this game, and a really composed finish, Matt.
Just depends what price tag they put on him, I guess, and where would he go. Brighton are all right.
Yeah.
Bit of a boring team, but
I could go. I mean, Brighton are known.
gonna-
Forest, Joe.
Brighton, yeah, obviously. Brighton are known for
Don't think
for
he'll
like
play in the
flipping a good. Yeah,
That's true.
right. Brighton are known for flipping sort of a good.
Yeah,
flipping players for a
selling
good
club,
price.
aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you could maybe see him go for a good amount of money, but yeah.
where does he
Sorry.
go? I don't think like is there like a Spurs maybe take him?
In the championship.
If the championship is
like
I don't know.
I don't know. Is there a club that's a step up aside from like the big four?
It would
who
probably
take
feel like
him?
a sidestep.
I think
move.
Chelsea have a history of buying players from Brighton. I think
Yeah,
it's
for
a very
extortionate amounts
classic
of money.
Chelsea transfer. This I could see it happening in the summer, even though there's no logic to it and we don't really need him. But I can see it
It's the
happening.
kind of thing that happened. Yeah.
But Wolfie, you're obviously going to the World Cup, and I was going to ask you: are you going to the first England game?
No, so I don't
Okay.
have group. So I basically
sorry.
got my tickets through the England Supporters Club, like the travel club. So I've been a member of that for, I guess, this bank of tournaments. So this
Yeah.
and the next Euros. So in the ballot, I got confirmed for the round of 16 and quarter-final.
Nice.
Obviously dependent on if England get there.
Okay, well, so I'm going to ask you. So in terms of England, obviously, if it all goes to plan, you're obviously watching England. Who's going to be, if everyone's fully fit, who do you want playing in each position? Can you give me a
My
starting
lineup?
11? Yeah, if you can. If you don't mind.
He's going to have to say Anderson. He's going to hate it.
Yeah.
Pickford in goal.
Yep.
Fullbacks. I'd probably go James if he's fit.
Yeah.
And then I actually don't really care who plays left back. Probably Nico O'Reilly.
No one. Just play 10.
Yeah, Nico O'Reilly.
I think
Lewis
Nico
Hall.
O'Reilly's a good shout.
Yeah, I think O'Reilly's good, but if you play him in the, I don't know how he'd fit into that system. I think he likes playing for Pep, where it's a bit more fluid. Centre backs, I'm going to go with Gurhey and Konza. Midfield, Rice, Anderson. Coin flip. It depends how Bellingham comes back, but Bellingham or what's his name for Villa.
Rogers.
Morgan
Yeah,
Rogers.
Morgan Rogers.
Left wing, Gordon is a shoe-in for me, I think. I think he's just good against crap opposition, and that's what you face at a lot of World Cups. Right wing, Saka, down the middle, Danny Welbeck. No, Kane.
Nice.
Kane.
Dainty,
I
any
honestly,
changes to that, or
I
pretty
genuinely do.
similar?
I was trying to think of what change I could make. The Bellingham Rogers toss-up depends how he comes back. Yeah, Konsa and Although I didn't think Konsa looked particularly great in this.
I just don't know,
international break,
yeah,
but then I don't know who actually played that, to be honest. So I think it's got to be
Unless you put in
Gay and
Maguire.
Konsa. Yeah,
I wouldn't get. I get Dunk gets put in for size. I probably wouldn't take him. I just think he's crap.
Dan Burn.
Dan Burn, not Dunk. Yeah, Dan Burn. He's just a big oaf.
Yeah, I think you probably get Konsa in. Gay, definitely
Yeah,
Gay.
you want someone who can play on the ball.
I think Gay is a shoe, and like you say, he's been Man City's best player. He's
Yeah.
only been there since January, right? But in terms of, I wanted to quickly ask you both as well how you feel about. Obviously, there was a lot of change in this game, which is fine. It's an international break in March, end of March, so that's going to happen quite a lot. But there's a lot of players, and it seems to be a bit of a pattern where players will mysteriously become unfit for this international break. It always happens. Every season there's a pattern of this, where like the April-March international break, for whatever reason, you get all these players that just become unavailable. And I wanted to ask, do you think that is a logical thing, obviously from a club perspective, or do you think there is a little bit of a bias to the clubs over playing internationally?
I think the club's put in a word and say don't play.
I think we just
Right.
cut this question.
And I think the players just want to go for a week. Like, look at Ruben Diaz. He's on a beach with Maya Jama.
That's because he's on a beach with Maya
So
Jama.
I think the managers, I think the clubs tell them not to play, or like they put in a word and go,
Yeah.
you need to play in this.
Fair enough. Dainty, you've had some time to think about your answer.
I mean, I always think you should. If you're called up, you need to play and not.
Yeah.
You know. But I do understand it.
Yeah.
I do understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hope that my next question isn't quite as confusing. We're going to talk a few points about the international break as well. USA, obviously you said you're going. The USA, the men's team, their friendly prep is not really going to plan. They obviously lost 5-2 to Belgium.
Aguiman scored there, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. And they lost 2-0 to Portugal as well, and their other friendly just gone. They don't look particularly good going into this World Cup, do you think, Joe?
No.
Sorry, I'll help you out. It's podcast got speak. So what Joe did was shake his head. Yeah, obviously going to struggle there. I mean, they've only qualified because they're hosting it. Cheers. But I'm very happy. Yeah, the goalkeeping was the big talking point because people were saying Matt Turner shouldn't.
Ethan Horvath?
Former
Could he play?
Forest
Yeah.
legend as well there.
He also played for Forest, Ethan Horvath. I don't know, does he still play for Luton?
I'm not
I
sure.
know.
I don't really follow Luton that closely, unfortunately.
Northern man between the sticks.
Yeah, he was their second keeper for a bit.
Yeah, what do we think? Do we think going into this World Cup they're going to do anything?
They've
They're
got
just
a
going
World Cup striker, so they'll be all right.
That's it. Okay.
Big Pat, I think his goal contribution for them is actually nuts, and for Derby.
Yeah.
And Palace have said they want to whack a 20 million price tag on him.
Would you take 20 mil?
Oh, yeah, I'd love him to stay.
When you go up to the Premier League, obviously.
Yeah,
When you get
when he
promoted.
takes his, when he bags in the playoffs and we go
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
But yeah, it's weird. Like they'll probably have a good crowd behind them. Maybe that'll fuel them. I haven't actually looked at that.
And Trump, obviously.
Yeah.
So another team that has been struggling a little bit is Brazil, who are sort of finding their feet and also trying to find a striker that can actually play up front for them. Although Igor Thiago did score a penalty in the
Penalty merchant.
You got booed for that as well.
You see Danilo.
Did he get booed?
Danilo
Oh, okay.
scored.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's not really blast from the past. I think I would have been
But yeah, who do you think they can rely on up front, Dainty?
Igor Jesus.
Igor Jesus, okay. not Thiago.
No. Thiago's a good player. It should be Thiago. He's probably the best Brazilian striker at the moment.
He seems pretty
like
all-round, doesn't he?
number 9 striker.
Richarlison, Wolfe, having him?
They love him at Brazil, don't they? He's quite good for Brazil.
Yeah.
International football is very different for league football, so I actually wouldn't be too worried who they put up, and if they they can just change the formation to rely on the wingers.
Well, the manager's come out and said that like they're very good going forward. They just can't defend, which is probably not a good cocktail for a World Cup, is it? But let's see what happens with them.
Well, they're due to face. Well, if they go through, they'll face England in the quarters in Miami.
Which you might be going to. Is that right? Oh, okay.
But they're not that
That'll
good
be
as a
exciting.
side. But it's just like England were like, oh, we're playing Brazil, so it must be good.
Yeah. Well, who's our round of 16, projected round of 16? Because you got someone you're going
I'm not
to.
sure who the projected round of 16 is.
Well, the annoying thing
Some
is,
Baltics will
if we finish second in our group, which is obviously a possibility given how shit England seem to be at the moment, we'll play one of our games. We'll finish at like 3 a.m. or something mad, like UK time.
Oh yeah,
which,
I keep forgetting.
which
it's
is
on a
unfortunate,
stupid
isn't it?
time. Yeah, that is annoying.
Not sure how I'll get home. Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
sort
sort that
logistics
out
out. Right. Well, we've spoken there about obviously Brazil and their struggles with a striker. One team that is doing quite well and has made their first World Cup in 40 years is Iraq. They qualified after beating Bolivia, and Luton striker Ali Al-Hamidi, who's on loan from Ipswich, helped them qualify, which is amazing. So, yeah, guys, what do you think to
nice
a side like Iraq qualifying?
It's nice for a good story to come out of that part of the world once in a while. I think it's good to have another
really
side
good.
like that in the competition.
Also, another team that's qualified after 52 years is Democratic Republic of Congo, which is really exciting. So we'll get to see the statue man celebrating, or not celebrating, during the game when they play in the World Cup next year. But yeah, moving on also, just quickly as well about the World Cup. Wolfe, you're obviously going.
Mm-hmm.
And the cost of the World Cup's been a big narrative recently. Ticket pricing, car park spots, which sound fucking mental. I'm guessing you're not going to drive to the stadiums, but even still.
No, yeah.
But yeah, have you had any personal experience or personal experience of like getting tickets and the pricing of things?
Yeah, we've got. So when we applied for the ballot, you basically have to agree that whatever you're given on the tickets, you agreed to pay that price. And I think if you got every single game, which is unbelievably unlikely unless you have loads of caps.
Yeah.
It was like $7,000-8,000 for every game, for every England game. Yeah, well, it would have been $7,000-8,000 if you
6-7.
It would have been like 6-7.
Actually, do 6. Do say 6-7.
It'd have been like $6,000-7,000 to get every game of the World Cup through the England membership scheme, which is capped. The prices are capped for that, I think. But I've seen today that final tickets are going to be like $11,000 up to.
You're not going to stay for that though?
Well, mine will be capped.
Oh, I see.
Because I'll be in the England supporters section, so I don't have to. Mine will be capped at a few hundred quid, which is in the grand scheme of things. But for the Euros, I was out for the last Euros in Germany, and I think a final ticket was 90 quid, 100 quid.
Really?
Fair enough. That's
Capped
not too
for
bad.
England fans, yeah. Which really,
Because you're an official supporter, that's why.
yeah,
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I pay a membership, pay 80, 50, what do I pay? 70 quid a year.
Oh, I don't have them. I feel like I should have gotten them.
I'd like to see it for the Euros, by the way, for 2028.
Yeah,
So I'd like
I'm in
to
that
prep-
bracket as well.
Yeah, okay, nice. I'd like to see if I can get some tickets for that. But yeah, okay, so it sounds like it's going to be an expensive World Cup. Let's move on now to domestic football. We've obviously got Spurs having their 4th manager now, I think, of the season. Which is kind of crazy.
had more managers than
Are they on the same managers as us? No, we've had more than them. We've had 4.
You've had
They
4.
were
Oh,
3.
they had 3. I
Yeah.
guess it's not their 4th. Sorry. I got
No,
that.
it was
Third man.
Frank, Tudor, and now Zerbi.
Yeah, 3 managers, 2 home wins throughout the season.
That is shocking.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, because I forgot. Because I wondered if Ange had been at the start, but he hadn't, had he? Of the season.
bad.
Okay, so De Zerbi's obviously going to come in as manager. He's got a 5-year deal, no relegation clause either. He's going to become the 3rd highest paid manager in the Premier League. Joe Dainty, is this the last chance saloon for Spurs?
Yeah, and I think it's the wrong decision. I think you need someone with, at the moment, the state they're in, you need someone with relegation experience. De Zerbi doesn't have that. I genuinely, the more time goes on, the more I think they'll go down. They could be the ones to go down.
Yeah.
I think we said it last week about stature of Spurs and they can't go down, but I think it's a bad decision. It's not a good decision. De Zerbi's a good manager, but
He's a tricky character, isn't he?
yeah, there's the stuff.
There's
I've
a lot of stuff
read
going on
the
about
Mason
him.
Greenwood stuff,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So there's also that as well.
I thought he was about to say something. I was like, no.
No.
Okay, carry on, Dainty.
So it's not. Yeah, I don't think it's the right decision at all.
Yeah, Wolfie, what do you think?
Yeah, they're going down. I've said this for a while. I think the only argument for them staying up is people go, they're too big a club. What does that mean? Yeah.
Well, then presumably what will happen is if they do go down, De Zerbi will buy himself out of his own contract. He won't want to be manager in the Championship, will he? Let's be honest.
I don't know. They could actually just win every game.
Yeah,
which would be quite
well,
Well,
frustrating.
yeah, that's also the crazy thing. I mean,
Yeah.
De Zerbi does have a history in the Premier League of going on crazy runs. Like when he was first in charge of Brighton, they went on a really solid run. I think they even got Europa League football that season. So
I just don't think don't think a new manager can turn this team. The team is not good enough.
They don't have the players.
Yeah, they don't have the players. No, the players
Yeah.
don't have a clue. They've never been in a relegation fight before.
And,
Yeah, so-
and the other teams around them are doing well.
Yeah, West Ham and Forest have.
Forest,
Wolves,
obviously,
yeah.
Dainty, your Forest side. So it's looking good for you then, potentially, staying up if it all goes
I mean,
to plan.
I'm glad that we played them just before because you never want to play a team on the first game of the new manager. So I'm glad we played them last.
Well, I was going to say to you, I feel like Leeds are going to be the side that actually do go down. There's a lot of narrative about
Yeah.
West Ham and Forest,
You know
but I
what?
actually think that Leeds are not. They're on okay form.
I don't know
but-
if you've seen the fixtures that everyone. This is a really outside shout. Have you looked at Wolves' form and Wolves' fixtures?
Have they got enough points in the bag to potentially stay up?
They could, and honestly,
No way, come on.
like complete outside chance, very unlikely.
playing well.
There is a chance they could stay up.
Have you got a bet on this? Is that why you're mentioning?
No. Look, their form's
Yeah.
not bad. They were unlucky against Palace that
So
long.
for
Yeah.
our audio
But-
listeners, so sorry, just
Sorry, we
just
can
narrate-
table,
we can
yeah.
flash this up.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
have this graphic and flash up.
Okay. Well, who have they got out of interest, just quickly?
It's
for our
all
audio
teams in
listeners.
and around. I mean, it's not
They have West Ham tomorrow.
West Ham.
No, West Ham next Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
Leeds, Spurs.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of
Sunderland,
relegation.
Sunderland,
Brighton,
Brighton,
tough game.
Fulham.
Tough game. Then they have Burnley on the 24th. Is that the last game of the
But
season?
it's no on the top half
Yeah,
really.
those are potential wins, aren't
Yeah.
they? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Interesting.
There's 12 points there for sure, which would
Would keep them up.
Yeah, we've got the hardest run.
It'd get them
Have
to the
you?
third.
So who Forest
I
got?
think we've got the hardest run. We've got. I know we've still got to play.
Could Forest see an exodus of players?
And we've still got to play like Villa. We've got the Europa League
Playing
games.
Chelsea, aren't you? I
Got to
think
play
as well.
Chelsea.
Who not-
Also,
who
we've got to
aren't
play
doing-
Bournemouth, who we just never beat, and then we've got to play
You've got
Bournemouth in the last
Burnley as
game.
well.
We have got Burnley. We've got who else have we got?
You've got
Newcastle. You've got United. Some
Bournemouth.
hard games.
Okay, fair enough.
You're going down.
So we're saying,
not
Wolfie,
funny,
I
is it?
asked Dainty this last time. So who have you got to stay in the division?
Who do I think's
I
going
think
down?
Leeds is a good shout actually. By the
Which
way.
is your
I
three?
think going down.
Three are gonna go down.
Would be Wolves, Burnley, Spurs.
Wolves, Burnley, Spurs. Okay.
Be mine.
Dainty, you still going
It's
with?
so hard to say. It will come down to the final day
Okay.
between about 4 teams, I think.
Imagine.
I'll agree with Matt and go Wolves, Burnley, Spurs, but only for the sake of
Tottenham
what's
have
going
to
on.
go to Everton, don't they, on the final day?
They do. That's
Imagine
tough.
if
yeah.
Wolves do stay up and you
I know, it's
I've
I've
called it. I don't think that's an outlandish shout.
No, it's not. But given from where they were, it is kind of crazy, isn't it? To
well,
say
some
this.
of their
but-
fans. I saw it read on Twitter the other day. They're all got great escape.
Yeah.
You never know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Delusional.
Yeah, sure.
Well, moving on. Another headline from this week, obviously, was the Women's Champions League. Arsenal progressed past Chelsea 3-2 in aggregate, but the storyline is more about Kate McCabe's blatant hair pull on Alyssa Thompson, who was about to attack down the line, and had this not happened, I think Chelsea would probably gone on to score. Bombastor, the manager, was absolutely fuming, ended up getting sent off. Yeah, I was going to ask you both, just to segue into it, like, it is kind of mad, like, in professional game, in the men's women's side, that, like, a player's hair is being pulled, right? Like, it's fucking mental, isn't it, Dainty?
yeah. I mean, you don't really see it that much in the men's game.
No, that's true. That's true. But-
Cucurella in the
Cucurella,
Yeah,
yes.
true. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's only if you have
Euros.
long hair, which I guess obviously happens more.
I'm
in the
going
men's
to say,
game.
if I was a fullback and I'd been beaten for pace, and
You'd pull someone's hair.
if it's a player like Cucurella, well, I'd do that.
Well, it's the same principle as pulling shirts.
Yeah,
in some
I
ways.
suppose so.
I was having that. I got drew two fouls on
Well, the game that we're going to talk about in a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it was a shocking thing to do, and I'm surprised that she wasn't given a red during the game. Alyssa Thompson, Katie McCabe wasn't given a red. And the other,
It's like when Owen Farrell dragged the Tuolangi brother for Leicester. He dragged him across the pitch.
did he? Oh wow.
And they got up and got smacked in the chops.
Fair. I mean, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
And the other game in the Women's Champions League for the English side was obviously Manchester United, sadly, who lost 2-1 on the night and 5-3 in aggregate away to Bayern Munich.
Taylor's oldest time.
Well, another game that we do need to talk about that happened midweek. We previewed it last episode. Joe Dainty and Matt Wolfe both played in this game. The biggest fixture of the week, obviously on Friday, was broadcast journalism versus international journalism. Wolfie, would you like to describe your goal for our listeners? Your finish.
We'll try and get the score first.
Well, that you can talk about in a second, but yeah, obviously it was 4-0 to broadcast journalism.
Yeah.
We'll try and get a clip of this for the YouTube episode of this podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wolfie, talk us through your goal, mate.
Yeah, he came at last for kind of 15 minutes, I'd say. Last 10 minutes, we were 3-0 up. Worked well down the right hand side. I had a lot of space on that with their fullback. Laid it into Seth, who had a really good game in central midfield. He made a good run.
He had a great game.
Laid it into him. He laid it back. I cut inside, and then I think I did lose it briefly, and then it fumbled off their centre mid's leg, kind of 20 yards out, and I just laid up, hit it, bottom left corner.
Bosh.
Yeah, I'm sure the video.
Well, I was going to say as well,
it was unbelievable.
Give you a bit of a compliment, Joe Dainty, because I won't lie to you. Going into this game, I was slightly nervous what performance you put in, but actually, you were really solid, mate.
Unreal.
Like, didn't put a pass out of play. Like, you were really solid. How did you find it yourself?
It's good. I really enjoyed it. I genuinely hadn't played 11 aside since like year 13, since I was like in school. So I felt like I'd be more out of practice, but as soon as I went out, I was like, actually, it's fine. And I find it easier sometimes in 5 seconds because you have more time on the ball. You forget how much time.
I'd say you looked like a footballer out there.
I mean, you did say that.
That's a big compliment.
I appreciate that. I was puffing after 60 minutes, but because I'm.
That's
really
weird.
unfit.
You say that because when someone's puffing, it was rolling subs, obviously, so you'd maybe take yourself
Yeah.
off. But the manager tried to take you off.
No, and I did a capper, and I said no, I don't want to.
You
come
did
off.
refuse to come off. Do you want to talk about this on the podcast?
No, yeah,
Would you like to say sorry to someone?
Yeah, I'll justify it. So at half time, you could tell I was knackered, and I said to Matt, 10, 15 minutes in, maybe just take me off for 10 minutes. And he was like, it's fine. Anyway, got into the second half, 60th minute or so.
Did you have a Lucozade? Is that why?
Yeah, I had a donut actually, which is probably not the best thing. Anyway,
Donut and Moretti.
Yeah, I had a Moretti actually. Anyway, I felt okay, and I saw sort of Matt, and it was after I had the scuffle with one of the other players as well. So
Yeah.
Matt Hayhurst obviously thought good time to set him off.
Oh, we didn't mention Matthew Hayes.
Matt was the
manager amongst
Great
many.
manager.
Maeve as well.
Maeve,
Who else do we have as
Ludo.
manager? Ludo.
Coaching stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So and he sort of signalled me to come off, and I said to him, I was like, no, I'm actually, because I thought he was taking me off because he thought I was knackered, and I was like, oh, I actually feel fine, so don't bother taking me off. And I saw Flora sort of run up to me, and she in my defence, she said, like, do you want me to come on? Do you need to come off? And I said, no, I'm fine.
Also, for our listeners, Flora is the nicest person in the world.
But it looked like
There's a great photo of this interaction. We'll flash
you
that
can
up.
flash it. It looked like she was coming on, saying, "I'm coming on." I was going, "No." But she was like, "No, you stay on for a bit longer. I'll come on later." So I played another 10 minutes. Then I did get subbed off for her.
Yeah. You finally did come
It
off the
wasn't a
field
good
for
look.
a woman.
It wasn't a good look for you.
Yeah, it didn't look great. I won't lie, James.
Yeah,
anyway,
but you know, I was the people's man of the match, so get fucked.
You were honestly, mate. I was really impressed with your
Man of
performance. So well done. Yeah, you were up there as one of my man of the matches.
Yeah.
I thought Wolfie had a great game.
Person of the match.
No, I think there was some standout performances. I thought Seth was good. I thought considering Matt didn't think he was going to be able to play.
Physically couldn't probably
did
shouldn't
a
have
good
played,
job.
Yeah,
but you did really well.
couldn't run really.
I thought there were some people that I didn't think would be as good as they were as
Do you
well.
want to name names, or are you just going to be
I knew that like Chris was going to be really good in goal because obviously he plays for
He didn't have to do anything, did he?
Didn't think Rob. I knew Rob was good, but I didn't think he'd be that good.
class.
He was, in my opinion, the best player in the pitch.
I think he is man of the match.
Workhorse.
Yeah, he's really good.
It's not always pretty, but he does the stuff that normal.
No, and even players like I thought. I always thought Joe
We'll come out as well.
Brearley,
Yeah.
good before, considering he was sort of like you did his little considering he was not didn't even seem that confident before the game. Thought he did a good job. Him and Larry at the back. Yeah, some good standard. Even
Larry-
like Tom Seed that played 10 minutes. Thought he's decent.
Larry was very spirited in that game. I
He was.
thought.
Larry is good. Larry is good,
he
to
was
be
good.
fair.
He did keep screaming at me. He was like, compete for the header. I was like, not allowed to.
Doctor says no.
Yeah. Shut up.
Nice. Well, yeah, we've spoken enough about that big game, and we'll try and get some of the highlights out on our City London News journalism page. We've also got the full game if anyone wants to watch it back. We'll
With
try and
Robin's
get that.
commentary.
Yes.
Exactly, my amazing commentary.
Yeah.
And Naz also joined for the second half. So we now need to start previewing some games for Easter weekend. So Good Friday is obviously, there's the reason I love Easter. One of the reasons is obviously Good Friday have loads of fixtures that day, full set of games that day, which is always fun. The big game, I think, though, Wolfie, is Coventry versus Derby
Tomorrow night, yeah.
tomorrow
you
night.
No.
No, it's Friday. Well, technically, when we release it, on the same day on Friday. But yeah, it's a bit of a scrap for promotion, isn't it? That game, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, we're probably not good enough to go up, but we're somehow in and around it. And we're playing really well. We're on good form, and we're very good away. And I just think maybe Coventry, they looked shaky. Who did they play the other week? Was it Southampton? And there is signs there that they can still wobble.
Yeah.
And there's always the added bonus of Lampard being their manager. Our fans will be. It's a big away end at the Rico.
Well, I was going to say he's obviously been manager of both sides, hasn't
Yeah.
he? So it's going to be a bit of a derby for him, isn't it?
Let's see if he cocks them up as he did us.
Yeah,
We get away from home. They do look shaky at times, but they've got players who can score goals and punish you with Hadji Wright and Asante.
Dainty, what do you... Sorry, mate. Carry on.
Yeah, but we've got our big American, our big beautiful American, Patrick Aguiman.
Nice. Who obviously scored in the friendly against Belgium at the weekend. Yeah, Dainty, what do you think to this game?
I actually don't know what your form is at the moment. You won.
We won last time out against. I actually don't know, mate.
You won against Birmingham City. That
was
was
your
your
last-
last...
Did you say it's at?
It's at home.
Are you at home?
No, away.
It's away at Coventry.
We like going away.
You are, yeah.
We like going away.
Yeah, Dainty, what do you think?
How many points? I feel like I need more of the stats to give a reason. How many points clear of Cov at the moment?
They're on 80 points, I think.
They're 9 points clear of
Could be
Middlesbrough.
Could be. I'll go draw.
To be fair, I say what, but they've lost one in the last 5.
To be fair, so Coventry lost Southampton recently, didn't
You
they? So
do turn up in these kind of games,
it would just be the most Derby thing to somehow stumble into the
Yeah,
playoffs
yeah.
and then stumble into a final and then lose.
and lose. That's
Yeah.
what my dad keeps saying. That's what he wants to happen.
Yeah.
He wants them to get to the playoff final and lose like 1-0
I'd
or
take that
something.
to
heartbreak
Day out of
for
Wembley.
Matt Wolfe
Yeah, true.
again.
Yeah, day out of Wembley though.
Be quite fun to watch him be sad.
Third time lucky.
Cry on
maybe.
the telly.
No, that was last time.
Wait, you cried on the telly?
Well, I don't think I was on the telly, but I was
You
crying.
did cry. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, mate.
Yeah.
About the football.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
It was just
I cried when we.
that big stupid idiot we had in
England.
When was the
goal.
last time you cried, Dainty?
I don't cry to be honest, mate.
It's all right.
Okay.
Friday
yeah.
Fixture is a safe place.
Yeah, we can talk about it if you want.
It's not your fault.
They told me it was. Wait,
It's not your fault.
sorry. Moving on.
It's not your fault.
We'll just get a prediction for this game. Who do you think is going to win out of Coventry and Derby? Dainty, you go
Draw.
first. A draw?
Yeah.
Score?
2-2. Oh no, 1-1. 1-1.
Wolfie?
1-0 Derby.
1-0 Derby.
Yeah.
Could also see that happening. To be fair.
Okay.
Depends
yeah.
when the boys are back from international duty
That's true.
and like how they're
Coventry,
feeling. Yeah.
I'm guessing, have quite a lot of international players out, do they? So
I assume they have Asante and Wright probably.
yeah. The other fixture from the Easter weekend that I thought would be worth mentioning is again Coventry. They're playing Hull City away
On the Monday.
on the Monday. Yes.
We host Stoke. Yeah.
And also, I don't know if you read 442, but I still do. And Hadji Wright was voted the top 50 players from 442. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people shit on Hadji Wright, and I quite like him. Yeah, Wolfie, do you think he's a good player?
Well, I think Coventry fans will say he was very Village for a few seasons.
Yeah, hey, that's what
he
Hayes
looks
says,
good right
yeah.
now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks pretty
no,
solid.
Quality. Well, quality's a stretch.
But
bang
yeah,
average,
who
really.
do you think is going to win out of Hull and Coventry on Monday?
Coventry, I can't see them losing 2 on the bounce.
But Hull are in good form, aren't they? Generally, I mean they're in the playoff spots. So,
yeah, they've been better the last few
It'd
seasons.
be good
actually.
for us if Hull lost. Yeah.
yeah, Dainty, do you think who's
Well,
what's your score prediction?
Coventry, but then again, it's the same principle as the Derby one, so you could say a draw again. I think.
Yeah. Well, the other game Derby are playing on Monday
Stoke.
is Derby versus Stoke.
Ooh.
Another player who's voted in the top 20 is Adjiman that you mentioned earlier.
obviously.
He's
Is that
top
FHM's
20.
sexiest man?
Yeah. Well, also for 4-4-2 best league players. Yeah, how do you think that game's going to fare? Obviously playing at home, so
It's a
should
big
win
derby,
that.
isn't it? Yeah, it's better than going to there.
Is it a derby? Is it actually a derby? Is it
It's a bit of a derby, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's only up the road, really.
Yeah, okay.
And it's always weird when we're at home, but I think Easter Monday they'll sell it out. They'll bring a load of away
I forget
fans.
how congested, after not being in it for a while, I forget how congested the Championship fixture list is.
Yeah,
Play so many
they've had a bit of
games.
a weird season as well, Stoke. They've kind of been...
Yeah, they were
because they
good.
started
Have
like
they?
unreal.
Yeah.
I should know that.
My mate's a Stoke fan, and he said, I didn't realise literally like for the last like however many seasons they've literally finished within the same three, because it's like 17th, 14th, or 15th, something like that. It's like every single season. Yeah, they're the longest team to win the Championship over this period of time. They're currently still in it.
Fair enough. Well, other big games to mention from Monday, we've also got Portsmouth versus Oxford City, which is a big relegation scrap. Bottom of the table. I think they're both on 39 points.
I quite like both those clubs.
Yeah, I was going to ask you both. Like, obviously, Portsmouth are a legacy Premier League side, so it'd be nice to see them consolidate their position in the Championship and then maybe try and push up the league.
They are
maybe
rubbish.
They are rubbish, yes, but it'd just be nice to see them back in the Premier League. I feel like, but yeah. Joe,
It'd be nice to see a lot of things.
Well, yeah, that's true. But Joe, for you, obviously Portsmouth versus Oxford. Who do you think is going to win that game?
I want Portsmouth to win. I like to see Oxford doing quite well as well, because I quite like them as a club. They're not massive, but I think go on, we'll give it to Portsmouth.
What's the score?
2-1.
2-1 to Portsmouth.
What do you think about that?
2-2, I reckon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Both level on points after that game.
Oxford
Okay.
aren't great either.
To be fair, 2-2 was actually ambitious. Like, Portsmouth, they've got Colby Bishop.
Yeah,
I
they
think
really
he scored in
score.
about
Yeah.
like 17 games.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Well,
5-0 then.
yeah. Colby Bishop had Drake 5.
the other big game to mention is Wrexham versus Southampton.
Really hope Southampton win that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people are probably vying for
Rooting
them,
for
aren't
them.
they? Yeah, what scoreline will you go for that one, Joe?
I'm hoping what I want. I think
your want and needs and your logic can be the same
I
thing.
think Southampton will win because they're in good form.
Okay.
So I'm going to say 2-0 Southampton.
2-0, okay.
I'd
Wolfie?
like it to be a 0-0 draw. That'd be the best thing for Derby.
For Derby, okay. Well, then you can lead with your heart over your head.
God, it is tight. I've only just probably seen the table.
I know.
It's fine. Other fixtures to talk about from the weekend, obviously we've got the FA Cup quarter-finals. The two big games to mention are Man City versus Liverpool and West Ham versus Leeds. But we'll firstly talk on the big game, which obviously is Man City-Liverpool. Do we think this game still has the same standing as it did a few years ago? I mean, a few years ago, this game would have been like the game to watch. Whereas I feel like Man City was tailed off a little bit, obviously, in the league. They're 7 points behind Arsenal at the moment.
Did win the League Cup.
They did win the League Cup, yeah, that's very true. But yeah, what do we think to this game?
I think it still has the same, because these kind of games sort of rotate. Like, it was Man City, Liverpool. Now it's sort of Man City, Arsenal, sort of the big one. So I think it's still got stature as a game. This season, obviously Liverpool haven't been great, so you can't really see them winning this. But I'm sure it'll be entertaining.
Wolfie?
Yeah, to be honest, probably won't watch it. Don't really care.
Does the FA Cup just not have the same appeal for you?
I actually love the FA Cup.
Yeah, I like
at this stage not so much, but the earlier rounds I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
I like
okay.
it, but I just don't care if City or Liverpool win a trophy.
Sure.
I'd like
Yeah,
City
okay.
to win, I guess, to keep good form.
But just separately, to separate the competition, but like this game though, it's still very watchable though, isn't it? It's an exciting game to watch.
It depends what teams and stuff they play out as well.
Yeah,
They
okay,
might
fair
do
enough.
theirs, yeah.
I like watching Cherky play.
Yeah, he's a great player, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, and the other game, obviously, West Ham Leeds, which is on the Monday. I think that obviously it seems a bit of an audition for the Premier League relegation scrap at the moment. Are they just, again, like what Wolfie's saying, they're going to rest a lot of players, Joe, and just kind of like look to consolidate for their league?
Yeah, I
position?
don't know. I think any extra games for those teams around the bottom is good for
Yeah.
us. I was really happy when they both progressed because that means less because we've got to play extra games as well.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
whoever wins out of that, well, I don't care. Like, you can be
Well, I
anyone.
was speaking to a West Ham fan yesterday, and he said he'd rather win the FA
Is that
Cup.
the guy that you own the season ticket off?
No, this was Tom Tartan, who's on the international course.
Oh, yeah.
But he said he'd
Big
rather...
up Tom
West Ham
Tartan.
West Ham fan, yeah. West Ham and Shrewsbury.
Right.
No questions asked. But he said he'd rather than win the FA Cup and go down than stay up and not win it.
Fair enough.
Also, he's got like an unusual accent to be a West Ham fan, if that makes
Got
sense.
very unusual
like,
accent to be a man born in Shrewsbury as well.
Yeah, it's all a
Is
bit
it
of an
not very
interesting
normal,
story.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Could you-
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna try and get him on
He
the...
went to Newcastle,
with
which I
Will?
think, yeah, but It's quite
Try
odd
and get
his
him on the
accent's
podcast at
just
some
changed.
point as well. Okay, so what score prediction are you going for in that game? So Dainty first.
Oh, I might give it to West Ham.
Yeah.
At home,
I
yeah.
reckon it could go into extra time maybe, but
Okay.
I'll give it to them. Yeah.
That'd be the dream for you.
Yeah, 120 minutes,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Wolfie.
Yeah, probably 2-1 West Ham.
2-1 West Ham. Okay, I'm going to go for Leeds victory 1-0. But the other game I thought we should talk about, because Joe's obviously on the podcast, is the Europa League game, the quarterfinal away at Porto, which is a week's time. We're recording on Thursday today. Thursday 9th. Firstly, Jay, are you going?
I'm not going.
Sad times.
But it does this. I'm going home next week. We're up to Nottingham for a week.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to watch a game on the telly with Forest fans in genuinely months. So it'd be nice to actually go to the pub on a Thursday.
Yeah, that's nice. With your mates.
With my mates, watch it.
You got mates?
Yeah, would you believe it? Actually, not here and back home.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be good to actually
That's
sit
nice.
down and watch it with Forest fans.
And in terms of the game itself, like, do you actually think you stand a chance to maybe
we
progress?
We beat them in the
in
league
the
phase,
league phase.
quite comfortably, and that wasn't a Daesh, and that feels like a long time ago. And I think having the away leg first is difficult. However, our away record's not bad this season. Especially under Pereira, he's
Well, I was going to ask you about.
I don't think he's lost. I don't think he's lost away so far. So
I was going to ask you about Pro. Like he's done like quietly going about their business at Nottingham Forest. He's doing a good job, isn't he? Are you pleased with him so far?
I think he started. It was a difficult start. I think so he started well with the Fenerbahce game and then kind of moved forward. Probably didn't get results where we should have. Fulham 0-0 was annoying. That Michelin, the first leg of the Michelin game, but good draw against City. Away from home again. Really good, not just a good result, but morale boost in the Michelin game. And then obviously Spurs game was brilliant. That's one of the best games he played all season. So definitely an improvement on what we had under Dyche. And I think there's a better feel. I think the players are buying in more to him more than Sean Dyche. But it's still a bit early to say whether or not we'll kick on and keep getting better.
Well, yeah. In terms of this game, do you think you'll get the result then? Do you think you'll smash out a 2-0 victory away?
No,
Porto?
I would take a draw out of this. If we can get over 1-1 or something, I think that's quite good. Bring it back to the City ground, and I reckon we beat them. So
Fair enough. Wolfie, what do you think of this game?
Yeah, Porto 4. Red Dogs 0.
Fair enough.
he hopes.
Yeah, they won't like it going to a nice sunny Porto.
I'm gutted. I'm not going to this.
I was going to say,
Great
I'm
city.
disappointed
Yeah.
for you.
Stadio Drago.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, my mate is he did actually. I think he's out in Madeira at the moment. But he's going to flying over to
delicious.
Porto.
Oh, okay.
But it's cheaper.
A
for
week
him to-
earlier. He's gone over a week earlier.
No, he's in Madeira at the moment. He's going to Porto. I don't think he's going
Oh,
for the
sorry,
game,
my
but he's
bad.
going
I
to be
missed
there
that.
during the game.
Fair enough, mate.
Yeah.
Well, this is the
So
part
got the
of the
answer.
show that I've been gassed for. We've asked,
Forgot about this.
for some reason, I don't know why I agreed to this, I asked Joe Dainty to do a quiz for us. So, Joe Dainty, the floor is yours, mate. We have
Thanks,
a
guys.
quiz, and I think we have a fun on this day afterwards from Matt Wolfe. But
I've added it on my
Oh,
day
okay,
segment.
you
So,
do it.
to get fucked.
Yeah.
No,
As in, is it?
No, it's not like
okay.
it's like a.
Well, we can combine the
yeah,
two because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice for you both to do it. So,
So the theme is
Dainty, here we go.
Yeah, I've created a little quiz. I think there's how many questions are there? There's a few. There's no.
I need to write stuff down.
9
Is
questions.
that the
Yeah, let's
idea?
keep score because
Yeah?
it's between
Okay,
the two of you.
right.
I've tried to balance it out so it's Matt keeping
Serious
the
game
answers.
face on here.
I'm
Wolfie.
ready.
I've tried to balance out, so there's a couple of random questions, and then I've got 2 Forest questions, 2 Chelsea questions, and 2 Derby questions.
Okay.
Question number 1.
Where do I put my answer, sorry?
I
In
give
a
you a.
spread.
I give you a. I think.
Just write them
Robin
down.
Well, you can just tell me, and I'll tell you straight away, and you score. it.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can put a graphic.
Yeah. Okay.
First question. Which club is nicknamed the Old Lady? Is it A, Juventus, B, AC Milan, C, Inter Milan, or D, Roma?
Are we just saying it out loud?
Actually, I didn't really think about this.
B.
Sorry?
B.
B,
Juventus.
correct,
A.
Juventus.
Oh.
That's 1-0 to Robin. I think that we should do, there's a better way we can do this. Maybe just type on your phone an answer and then just put it in
Maybe just do it at the end. Yeah, we'll do answer at the end, Joe. That's make more sense.
Okay, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, yeah.
Well done.
Okay.
That's okay. You're doing well.
Question 2. Which country did the French national team defeat in the semi-finals of the 2018 FIFA World Cup? I thought I'd do a World Cup one. Is it A, Belgium, B, England, C, Croatia, or D, Brazil?
In the semi-final.
The semi-final of the 2018 World Cup. I'm looking at...
I'm trying to 2018, that was 2022. Can I have the options again, please?
Wait, 2018.
How do you not remember? I remember this World Cup so vividly.
2018.
Russia.
A Belgium, B England, C Croatia, D Brazil.
Yeah, I do know.
What did you put for your first answer?
Wait, no, we'll do it at the end, mate.
No, just say.
I got the first one wrong.
Oh yeah, you got it wrong, idiot. Right, first Chelsea question.
Oh, here we go.
Which player was Chelsea's top scorer in the 2009-2010 Premier League title-winning season? Is it A, Drogba, B, Lampard, C, Anelka, or D, Malouda?
Florent Malouda.
Malouda.
I think I'm going to go for...
Don't say it.
Derby question.
Ooh.
Which club... this is funny. Which club handed Derby County their heaviest defeat, which was 6-0, in the 2007-08 Premier League season? Was it... You were both alive, so you should know.
Yeah.
Is it A, Liverpool, B, Arsenal, C, Chelsea, or D, Aston Villa? How old would you have been then? About 10?
Yeah, around then.
I was like,
So it's A, Liverpool, B, Arsenal, C, Chelsea, or D, Aston Villa?
I was at the Liverpool home game.
This was an away game as well.
Yes, and I think they won 1-0. I have an inkling.
Yeah, I have an inkling as well.
Okay.
You just destroy that from your memory, basically, that whole season, which is understandable.
Question 5. In which year did Nottingham Forest return to the Premier League after a 23-year absence? A, 2021, A, 2020, B, 2021, C, 2022, or D, 2023?
Okay.
So 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023.
Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Got it.
And now we're on to the final 3, and these are the on this day themed questions.
Okay,
So
nice.
all of these things happened on the 3rd of April. So on April 3rd, 2010, Chelsea kept up their Premier League title charge with a 2-1 win over which rival? A, Man U, B, Arsenal, C, Liverpool, or D, Spurs? So it's A, United, B, Arsenal, C, Liverpool,
Can I have the question
D,
again, please?
Spurs. Yes. On April 3rd, 2010, Chelsea kept up their Premier League title charge with a 2-1 win over which rival? United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs.
Okay.
Nottingham Forest. On April 3rd, 2021, Forest secured an important EFL Championship victory against
Can
which
I just have an
team?
interjection? Sorry for the quiz.
We've got a derby one if you're about to complain.
No. You do realise it's April 2nd today?
No, Robin wants it because it comes out on Friday.
Friday, mate, yeah.
So yeah, on the 3rd of April 2021, Nottingham Forest secured an important
You're being
championship.
clever.
Yeah, I am for once. Championship victory against which team? A, QPR, B, Cardiff, C, Birmingham, or D, Derby?
Sorry, can I have the question again?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really
When I
distracted.
did this, I genuinely didn't know the answer, so I don't know how you guys know the answer. This is a guess one.
Okay.
On April 3rd, 2021, Nottingham Forest secured an important EFL Championship victory against which team? This is also the season. Season before we went up.
You just answered the other question then, mate.
What?
Never mind.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. QPR, Cardiff, Birmingham, Derby.
Okay.
QPR, Cardiff, Birmingham, Derby.
Okay.
On the
Got
3rd
an
of
answer.
April.
Wouldn't have been asked.
Not that season. Okay. And finally, the Derby County question. On April 3rd, 2018, Derby County faced which club in a crucial late-season EFL Championship match? Preston North End, Fulham, Middlesbrough, or Wolves?
What's the question again? Who did we play late in the season?
On the it's on this. It's on this day. so it had to be
I
niche.
appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Which I haven't put what the result was, which really makes it harder. But Derby faced which club in a crucial late-season EFL Championship match? Was it A, Preston, B, Fulham,
I think I know this.
C, Borough, or D, Wolves?
I think I know this, and I think it was 1-1.
Wow, that's impressive knowledge. From
Are
you
we
there,
something
man.
going
going through the
wrong.
answers?
Yeah, go
can
for
you,
it.
Can you
Yeah.
can you top them
So
up?
if you-
So obviously we said we did give up the first one. You put Juventus, Matt put
Yeah.
B. So
Wait,
that's
so
one
Matt,
to you.
can you give me your answers?
I put AC Milan.
Okay, so you're wrong.
Idiot.
Brilliant.
The second question was which country did France's national team defeat in the semi-finals of the 2018 World Cup? It was Belgium.
I put
Yes.
Belgium as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
Because
Because that was the
Belgium.
Mbappe goal.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt put that as well. It's 2-1. Which player was Chelsea's top scorer in the 2009-2010 season? Title-winning season?
Didier.
Didier.
Yeah, Drogba.
Didier. Good.
Yeah, 3-1.
Which club handed Derby County their biggest defeat, 6-0 in the 2007-2008 Premier League season? It was Aston Villa.
Oh.
I put Villa and changed it to Arsenal.
Oh, okay. So
Did you-
still 3-1.
what
Yeah,
did you
I put
put?
Liverpool.
In which year did Forest get promoted? It was 2022.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I
So
put
the same year we
2023.
went down.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
2023. My bad.
Because we were both the longest serving clubs in the Championship
Yeah,
and it ended the same season. So we went the other way.
Yeah. And then the on this day ones. So what we on the moment is it 2-2 overall?
Yeah.
The on this
No,
day
it's
one.
3-2 to me. It's 3-2 to me.
Oh, right. The on this day one was the Chelsea one, and it was which
Spurs.
it wasn't. It was Arsenal.
2-1 in April.
I put Spurs.
2-1.
Of the
2-1 went.
2010-2011 season.
Yeah.
We beat Spurs as well in April.
It was April 3rd. April 3rd. See the exact date today.
Okay, all right.
What did you put Spurs? What did you
I
put?
put Spurs.
yeah.
Oh, you both put Spurs.
3-2.
Forest won, which was secured an important victory against which team? It was Birmingham City.
Oh, I put QPR.
Yeah, I put Rangers.
3-2.
Down to the last one, the Derby
Yes.
If this is the season I think it was, but I think I've gone.
one. Derby faced which club in a crucial late season EFL Championship match? It was Fulham.
He was
I'll put
1-1.
Fulham as well.
Yeah. Oh, am I
Yeah.
going to write? What's the you put it as well?
4-3. So
4-3
did you
overall.
put Fulham as well?
He did put Fulham. Yeah.
Yeah, 4-3 victory.
I don't know the score. You're probably right.
Do I get a bonus point if I've got that game correct?
Should we check?
Yeah.
All right. You
I
can,
think
you
it's
can,
one
you
all-
can have,
okay,
the, you
yeah,
can have
then-
the draw.
then- you can have
at
the draw.
Pride
Yeah.
Park.
Okay.
You just didn't play. That's the 7th of April 2018. I think I went to that game.
We'll just cut that question out, I reckon.
You know what? Just cut
Yeah,
that whole
it's
quiz.
That's
The on this day one. Now I'm starting to think that the
I really want to talk about
the Chelsea one was wrong as well.
Okay, well.
No, sorry, go on.
But well, thanks for that, Dainty, for that brilliant quiz. That was really fun.
Even though the
nice
last
thing
question
to
was
do.
wrong,
Bit
it's
of an
fine.
international break vibe this episode, but it's been good.
Yeah.
I thought we'd end though on Wolfie's on this day. Have you got a good on this day for us?
I do have a good on this day.
It's real as well. It's not
Yeah,
fake.
this one is real. I've got two.
Okay. Oh.
There's one on the forest.
And we're going to throw back all the way to 1888, where Jack the Ripper started his murderous spree across London.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And then my other one is a bit more relatable. On this day in 1915, the referee abandoned Oldham Athletics match versus Middlesbrough because Billy Cook refused to leave the pitch after a red card.
Oh.
But yeah, just like to say, thanks to my two guests today. Thanks for coming in, boys. I appreciate it. I know it's obviously the holidays, but we've had Joe Dainty and Matt Wolfe in, and you've been listening to the Friday Fixture, and have a lovely Easter weekend.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Happy Easter, guys.
Happy Easter.
Bye.
Don't eat too much chocolate.